Immigration Customs Enforcement under fire tonight for detaining a teenager who is a U.S. citizen. Now new data shows ICE agents are targeting fewer criminals and going after immigrants with little or no criminal history. Our chief investigative reporter, Morgan Lowe, has tonight's story.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers report they primarily target people who are a threat to public safety.
I have an immigration warrant for your arrest.
With their enforcement and removal operations like this one videotaped by ICE. Here is the acting ICE director testifying to Congress just last week.
Approximately 90% of ERO's administrative arrests in the interior of this country are of aliens that have prior criminal convictions, face pending criminal charges, are immigration fugitives, or who have previously been removed from the country and have illegally re-entered.
But a Syracuse University analysis of deportation proceedings shows that claim is misleading. So far this year, criminal activity was cited in only 2.8% of removal proceedings in immigration courts across the country. That's down from 25% of cases 10 years ago. Here in Phoenix this year, criminal activity was cited in less than 1% of the cases.
What we see is gardeners, construction workers, cooks, people who are out just trying to make a living for themselves and their families.
Ray Ybarra Maldonado is an immigration attorney who says the ICE director's testimony in front of Congress was inaccurate at best.
The people in the positions of power within ICE and the government now are trying to spin that the people who are being detained all have these tremendous criminal records. The reality of what we see on a day-to-day basis is that just not true.
Francisco Galicia is home at last.
Last week, the case of a Texas teenager made national headlines. He was held in ICE custody for more than 3 weeks, despite being a U.S. citizen. A study of ICE activity in Texas last year concluded that's not an isolated incident. The Libertarian Cato Institute found that ICE may have targeted nearly 20,000 U.S. citizens nationwide over 12 years.
We reached out to ICE Public Affairs for a reaction to this story, but have not heard back as of tonight.
Morgan, as far as ICE detaining U.S. citizens, any estimate on how many times that may have happened here in Arizona?
That's one of the questions we wanted to answer. We don't have specific information, but we do have this example. So when somebody is arrested and taken to jail, ICE looks at all of those names and issues detainers, asks the local authorities to hang on to those people until ICE can get there. That happened 90,000 times over 12 years. Out of those 90,000, 30,000 of those people weren't actually taken into ICE custody. Those 30,000 are the ones that could be U.S. citizens, but they don't make it easy for us to figure out exactly who's who, and that's one of the things that we're working on.
Okay, Morgan Lowe, thank you.